Hello and welcome. This video will reshape how others perceive you. More importantly, it will alter how you perceive yourself. Long before a word is spoken, you are communicating. Even before you say your name, you send a message. Your posture sends a message. Your eye contact speaks volumes. Your hands, your walk, and even your silence communicate. All of these elements are louder than your voice can ever be. Research actually shows something amazing. Body language makes up over 55% of communication. Yes, that is more than the words you actually use. This means you can speak with perfection. You could memorize the greatest vocabulary. But if your body sends the wrong signals, nobody will believe you. Allow that idea to settle in for a moment. Just consider this scenario. You enter a room for a job interview. You spent days preparing for it. Your resume is impressive. You have very smart answers ready. But you sit with slumped shoulders. Your hands are shaking uncontrollably. Your eyes shift nervously around the room. The interviewer forms an opinion of you instantly. This happens before your mouth even opens. You have already lost their confidence without speaking. Now, let's picture a different scene. You enter with a self-assured posture. Your energy is calm and collected. You have a steady gaze and a natural smile. You speak in a slow and clear manner. You pause, as if you are completely in control. Suddenly, everyone pays attention. They listen closely to you. They start to believe in you. This is not just because of your words. It is due to your powerful presence. That is the effect of real body language. It does more than just make you appear confident. It empowers your relationships, your career, and your life. This skill is not only for public speakers or CEOs. It is for you, the student wanting confidence in class. It is for you, the English learner wanting respect. You want people to truly understand you. This is for the shy and the introverted. It is for the scared and the silent. You have been ignored for many years. This happened because nobody taught you to use your body. This is your chance to change everything. I will provide 10 powerful body language tips in this video, but you must listen with full attention. These are not simple tricks like stand up straight. They are not just about smiling more often. Each tip is like a weapon or a skill. It is a message your body sends to the world. Every tip includes deep, real-life examples. This will help you understand and remember it. You can use it right away. It works no matter who you are or where you live. It works regardless of the language you speak. When this video concludes, you will feel transformed. You will not just know how to use body language. Your walk will be different. Your speech will be different. The next time you enter a room, you will own it. Let us get started. Tip 1. Stand like a leader, not a follower. Why do we begin with this specific tip? Because standing happens before all other actions. It comes before you talk or smile. It happens before you even take a seat. In that single moment, how you stand is critical. People decide if you are confident or insecure. They judge if you are strong or weak. They determine if you are worth their attention. Your posture is your opening statement. Sadly, most people deliver a weak message unknowingly. Let us examine the typical signs of weakness. This can happen even if a person is very smart. Their head is down, with shoulders rolled forward. Their feet are positioned close together. Their arms are crossed or hidden in pockets. The spine has a slight curve. Their breathing is fast and shallow. Now let me tell you the truth. You could be a very kind person. You might be a brilliant thinker or a hard worker. But if you enter a room with that posture, people make assumptions. They will assume you are not ready. They will not say this directly to you, but their treatment of you will show it. You will receive less respect and less attention. Your ideas will receive less belief. Sadly, you will get fewer opportunities. This is not because of your skills. It is because of your stance. Now, let's picture the complete opposite. You walk into a room with your head up. Your shoulders are back and your chin is level. Your arms are relaxed by your sides. Your feet are shoulder-width apart. Your spine is perfectly straight. You breathe slowly and deeply. You have not spoken a single word yet. But people can already sense something different. They feel that you belong in that space. They sense you are calm, capable, and centered. This is not arrogance or being fake. This is the innate power of a confident posture. Let's consider a real example. Two candidates enter the same room for a meeting. The meeting is very important. Candidate A enters with his head down. His arms are folded, and he seems to be rushing. He sits down and immediately slouches. His legs are crossed tightly. He begins to speak very quickly. Candidate B walks in slowly and deliberately. She pauses and takes a deep breath. She maintains her head in an upright position. She offers a light smile and keeps her shoulders back. She sits with her back straight. Her hands rest calmly on the table. She appears completely at ease. Now imagine they say the exact same things. Who do you believe will be remembered? Who will be seen as more trustworthy? Who will be treated with more seriousness? It has nothing to do with their words. It is about how they carry themselves. Your body is your message. There is scientific proof for this. A Harvard researcher named Amy Cuddy led an impactful study. She had people hold power poses. They stood like superheroes for only 2 minutes. What was the result? Their feeling of confidence grew. Their testosterone levels increased. This hormone is linked to dominance. Their cortisol, the stress hormone, decreased. They spoke better and they felt better. They even performed better in interviews. This was all from changing their posture. This is not magic, it is science. Your body can change your mind, and your mind can change your body. It is a continuous cycle. So when you stand with leadership qualities, you feel like a leader. When your brain accepts that, the world does too. Here is how to train this skill daily. First, do a step-by-step wall drill. Stand with your back against a wall. Your heels, butt, and upper back must touch it. Your head must also touch the wall. This represents perfect posture. Memorize exactly how that feels. Second, use the invisible string technique. Imagine a string is pulling you up from your head. This helps to align your spine. It makes you appear taller and more balanced. Third, do a mirror walk. Practice walking slowly while looking in a mirror. Keep your head level and your eyes forward. Your shoulders should be open. Allow your arms to swing in a natural way. Finally, practice a power pose every morning. For 2 minutes, stand tall. Place your arms on your hips or raise them high. Breathe in the deep and controlled way. Tell yourself these words. I am ready. I am confident. I own my space. If you do this every day, you will change. You will rewire your body to feel powerful naturally. Your posture is not just for appearances. It sends a silent yet powerful message. That message is, I believe in myself, and you should believe in me too. Each time you stand tall, you are changing. Each time you occupy space with grace, you grow. Each time you refuse to make yourself small, you become stronger. You become the version of you who can lead and inspire. Do not wait for permission to be confident. Stand as if you already are. The world respects those who respect themselves. Your first display of respect is how you hold your body. Tip 2. Eye contact that shows power, not fear. Before you say a word or even sit down, people see your eyes. Your eyes are not just for vision, they are powerful tools of emotion. They act as invisible bridges to the world. They reveal the truth when your words try to lie. The person who masters eye contact has great power. They can influence others and build trust. They can create attraction and command respect. They can do this without saying a single thing. But if you do not understand this skill, you lose. If your eyes seem nervous, lost, or weak, it is a problem. People will not believe you no matter what you say. Let me demonstrate how deep this concept goes. Imagine this scenario. You enter a room and see someone looking at you. Their gaze is direct, calm, and clear. It is not an aggressive stare. They simply hold your gaze with ease. You instantly feel that this person is present. This person is not afraid of connection. This person truly sees me. Now imagine a different person enters. They look down and then look away. Their eyes dart from side to side. They talk while looking at the floor. What is your reaction? You feel nervousness, distrust, and discomfort. They might be smart, kind, or talented. But you cannot trust them completely. Your brain reads their body language. And their eyes are the main headline. This is not about being an extrovert. It is about being present, grounded, and connected. Studies in psychology show something important. People who maintain good eye contact are rated higher. They are seen as more confident and trustworthy. They are even perceived as more intelligent. A lack of eye contact is linked to negative traits. It is associated with lying, nervousness, and low status. This is true even when the person is honest. Children who avoid eye contact often have struggles. They can develop low self-esteem as adults. Their communication skills may be weak. And here is an even more powerful fact. Holding eye contact releases a chemical called oxytocin. This chemical creates feelings of trust and bonding. This means you are literally building trust in their brain. This happens when you hold their gaze without speaking. It is not a trick, it is biology. Let me share a true story with you. A company was hiring for a senior position. 2 final candidates were selected. Both were equally qualified and had great resumes. Candidate A came in and shook hands. He spoke very clearly, but he avoided eye contact. He often looked down or glanced sideways. His answers were good, but something felt wrong. Candidate B entered, smiled calmly, and made eye contact. She listened with her eyes and spoke with her eyes. She even paused with her eyes. She was not staring, she was just present. Can you guess who was hired? It was Candidate B. Her answers were not better. The difference was her eye connection. The manager later explained his decision. He said, "She seemed like someone I could trust. She looked like a leader. I felt safe listening to her." That is the incredible power of your gaze. Let's discuss dangerous mistakes people make. First is staring too much. This happens when you forget to blink. You hold the gaze for too long. You seem intense or even aggressive. People feel uncomfortable or attacked. This can damage relationships quickly. Second is looking away too often. This is the most common mistake. You look for a second, then quickly look away. This appears nervous, weak, or dishonest. People may think you are scared. They may think you lack belief in your words. Third is looking at the wrong places. Some people talk while looking at the floor, or they look at the ceiling or a wall. It feels like they are not even present. People feel disconnected, bored, and distrustful. So, what is the right approach? How do you build confident eye contact? You must do it without staring or looking away in fear. Use the 50-70 rule. While speaking, maintain eye contact 50% of the time. While listening, that number should be 70%. This shows confidence when you speak. It shows you are deeply engaged when you listen. People feel valued when you watch them speak. They trust you more when you hold your gaze. Also, use the triangle technique. This is a secret used by actors and leaders. Do not just stare at one eye. Instead, gently move your gaze. Move between the left eye, the right eye, and the mouth. This invisible triangle feels more natural. It keeps your attention focused without intensity. You can also reverse this pattern when listening. Watch their mouth as they speak. Then, gently shift your gaze to their eyes. This keeps the energy dynamic and alive. Remember the 3-second rule. In a one-on-one talk, hold eye contact for 3 seconds. Then, briefly look away before returning your gaze. This creates a natural rhythm and flow. Too much time is staring. Too little time is weak. But 3 seconds says, I am here. I am real. I am not afraid. Practice your eye contact in safe environments. You do not have to start with strangers. Practice in the mirror while talking to yourself. Practice when you order food. Practice with a friend you trust. Watch interviews with confident speakers. Study what their eyes are doing. Your confidence will build slowly and surely. In a job interview, make eye contact with your name. Hold their gaze when answering key questions. Do not look down when you are thinking. Look slightly up or to the side. It shows that you own your thoughts. In a presentation, look at one person at a time. Then, shift your gaze to another person. Make every person feel seen for a moment. When making a critical point, look someone in the eye. You will feel your words have more impact. In conversations, keep your gaze relaxed. Smile and blink in a natural way. When listening, stay present with your eyes. Do not look at your phone or let your gaze wander. You will build stronger friendships this way. In a romantic setting, eye contact is intimacy. It is a connection without any touch. Hold their gaze a little longer. Soften your eyes and smile slightly. Let silence exist for a moment. This builds tension, connection, and emotion. It happens without needing any words. You cannot fake confidence with your eyes. Your eyes will always reveal the truth. So if you feel powerful, your eyes will show it. If you believe in yourself, your gaze will be steady. If you are calm on the inside, you will connect deeply. That is why eye contact is more than a skill. It is a mindset and a way of being present. Practice it, train it, and you will own rooms. This will happen not because you are louder. It will be because your eyes are stronger. Tip 3. The power of your hands. Speak with them, not against them. Your hands are not just for daily tasks. They are one of your most powerful communication tools, and most people misuse them completely. Here's a fact people often miss. When you speak, people notice your hands first. This happens before your words even register. The human brain is wired for survival. Thousands of years ago, seeing hands meant safety. If someone hid their hands, they might have a weapon. If their hands were open, they likely came in peace. That ancient instinct is still inside us. So when your hands are visible and open, people relax. They feel safe, connected, and engaged. When your hands are hidden or fidgeting, people feel nervous. They become distracted or disconnected. This means your hands can strengthen your words, or they can make people doubt everything you say. Imagine you are listening to a speaker, but they keep their hands hidden in their pockets. They cross their arms very tightly. They fidget with a pen or their phone. They constantly touch their face or neck. They rub their hands nervously. They clench their fists tightly. Even if they speak well, their body sends a message. It says, I am not sure. I am nervous. I want to leave. I am hiding something. I am not in control. Your brain reacts to these signals. You feel distracted, uncomfortable, and disengaged. You trust them less. That is the power of negative hand language. Now picture a speaker who uses their hands naturally. They show their palms openly when explaining things. They use calm gestures to highlight key points. Their hands move in rhythm with their voice. Their fingers are relaxed and fluid. They do not fidget or touch themselves nervously. Before they even finish speaking, you feel something. You feel this person is clear. This person believes their own message. I want to continue listening. I feel a real connection. That is the power of strong, conscious hand gestures. Here is a powerful fact from neuroscience. A Princeton University study found something amazing. Hand gestures can improve understanding by 40%. That means your listener understands you better. This happens when you move your hands correctly. This is life-changing for English learners. Even with limited vocabulary, your hands help. They can show emotion, direction, size, and speed. Your hands can act as your personal translator. This works even if your English is not perfect. Imagine two English learners in a class. They are giving a short introduction. Person A says, "Hello, I am from Brazil. I like travel. I'm student." I'm nervous. His hands are stuck inside his pockets. There is no movement and no expression. He looks down at the floor. The words are simple, but they feel empty. There is no emotion at all. Person B says, "Hi, I am from Brazil." He smiles and gestures toward himself. He says, "I love to travel." He opens his hands like he is holding a map. He says, "I am a student," and points to his heart. He adds, "A little nervous." He lifts his hands in a playful, joking way. The English level is exactly the same, but one feels like a human connection. The other feels cold and incomplete. That is what your hands can accomplish. Let's decode the silent meaning of hand gestures. Open palms facing up or forward send a message. The message is, I am honest, open, and respectful. Use this when you explain something. Or use it when inviting others to talk. This is why spiritual leaders use open palms. It builds trust instantly. A palm-down gesture feels stable and firm. The message is, I am certain. This is important. Use this for a strong message or a conclusion. But use it with caution. Too much feels forceful. The pointing finger requires great care. The message is, this is about you. Use this gesture rarely. Pointing can feel aggressive or accusatory. Instead, use a gentle hand motion to refer to others. Steeple hands are when fingertips touch. The message is, I am confident and composed. This is used by CEOs and top negotiators. It shows calm and clear authority. Use it when pausing, not when speaking emotionally. Wide hand movements also send a message. The message is, this is big. This is serious. Use this for something massive or important. Make sure your arms do not move wildly. Keep the movements controlled and intentional. Here are hand habits that destroy your power. First is hiding your hands. Never hide them behind your back or in sleeves. Do not put them under the table. People become suspicious when they cannot see your hands. The fix is to keep them relaxed at your sides, or you can place them gently on the table. Second is fidgeting. This includes playing with rings or tapping fingers. All of these habits show anxiety or fear. The fix is to hold a pen only if you will use it. Otherwise, keep your hands open and grounded. Third is robot hands. Some people try too hard with large fake gestures. The fix is to sync your hands with your thoughts. Speak more slowly and let your hands follow your feelings. Practice by speaking in front of a mirror. Record yourself and watch what your hands do. Make natural adjustments. Watch great speakers and study their hands. Notice how every gesture is simple and clear. Try the gesture pause drill. While speaking, pause and make one clear gesture. For example, there are 3 reasons this matters. Then use your fingers to count them. This connects your hand directly to your message. Your hands are not just for decoration. They are your voice without any words. They can add clarity, emotion, and power. Or they can take all of that away. Train your hands just like you train your mind. When your hands speak with your heart, people will feel it. They will feel every word, even in silence. Tip 4. The magic of a confident smile. Create connection without saying a word. A smile is not just about being pleasant. A real, confident smile can achieve great things. It can do things that talking never can. It can disarm fear and build trust. It can attract attention and show warmth. It can create authority and bring comfort. Your smile is one of the fastest ways to influence emotion. This is true for others and for yourself. But most people smile in the wrong way. Or they smile at the wrong time, or not at all. Let's change that right now. There are two kinds of smiles. One builds trust, and the other destroys it. First is the fake smile. This smile is forced, quick, and weak. It does not reach the eyes. It vanishes far too quickly. People can easily see that it is not real. It says, "I am not truly happy. I am nervous. I am just pretending to be happy." This creates tension, not a real connection. Second is the genuine smile. This is also called a Duchenne smile. This smile lifts your cheeks. It creates small wrinkles around your eyes. It spreads naturally and stays for a moment. It feels warm and completely effortless. This is the smile that builds trust and love. It creates peace and positive energy. Even if your English is not perfect, a real smile helps. It tells people, "I am not perfect, but I am here and I care." Research has shown what happens when you smile. Your brain releases chemicals like dopamine. These chemicals make you feel happy and safe. Your smile also triggers mirror neurons in other people. This means they start to feel what you feel. People who smile with confidence are rated higher. They are seen as more attractive and trustworthy. They are even perceived as more intelligent. That is correct. Smiling can make you seem smarter. A new English teacher walked into a shy classroom. He did not speak immediately. Instead, he paused and gave a genuine smile. It was a slow, open, and warm smile. The students looked up at him. They began to smile back. In that single moment, a bond was formed. This happened before a single word was said. When students made mistakes, he smiled warmly. This gave them the courage to try and fail. That one habit made him their favorite teacher, not because he was perfect, but because he was approachable, real, and kind. Your smile can have the same effect. You can use it when leading, learning, or living. Use it at the start of every interaction. This sets the emotional tone for what follows. It says, "I am not a threat. I am open. Let us connect." When you combine it with eye contact, trust deepens. Eye contact plus a smile equals connection. Eye contact without a smile equals tension. Use it after making a powerful statement. This softens the energy in the room. It says, "I believe what I said, and I am still grounded." Smile when you are listening to others. This shows you are present and respectful. It shows you are emotionally available. Practice your smile in the mirror. Smile until your eyes join the expression. It should feel warm, slow, and honest. Smile during moments of low stress. Practice smiling while you are walking or waiting. Build this habit during easy times. Pause for a moment, then smile. Do not flash a smile instantly. Let it arrive slowly. It looks more genuine. Breathe into your smile. Inhale gently through your nose. Then, smile as you slowly exhale. This calms your nervous system. It makes your smile appear natural. Some people believe that being serious is powerful. But the truth is, a confident smile shows humanity. It says, "I am calm even in chaos. I do not need to fake my toughness. I am in control, and I choose warmth. I am a safe place in a very noisy world." So smile, not just to please other people. Smile to own your space with grace. In the end, people might forget your words, but they will always remember how your smile made them feel. Tip 5. Mirroring, the secret of instant connection. First, I want you to imagine this scene. You are sitting with someone you just met. You have only been talking for a moment. Then, something strange starts to happen. Suddenly you notice you have crossed your legs. It is the same way they crossed theirs. A few minutes later, they drink some water. Then you find yourself doing the same thing. They lean back, and you mirror them in seconds. This is happening without you even realizing it. This is not a coincidence or a mind game. This is a technique called mirroring. It is one of the most powerful body language tools. It is how humans communicate understanding. It says, "I understand you. I am comfortable with you. You and I are alike." When you use it with intention, it is amazing. It helps you build trust and connection. It can create influence faster than anything else. Mirroring is when you subtly copy someone else. This includes their posture, gestures, and expressions. It can even include their tone and pace of speaking. Now here is where the magic happens. When you mirror someone, they feel seen and safe. They feel understood, even without words. This is because the brain connects with similar people. That is why close friends or couples often sit alike. They talk with a similar rhythm. They may even laugh in the same way. Mirroring is natural when trust exists. But you can use it consciously to build that trust. You can build it in just a few minutes. According to neuroscience, something amazing happens. When two people mirror, their brain waves align. Their heart rates start to synchronize. Their emotional states become connected. Their mirror neurons become active. This creates something called rapport. It is that invisible bridge between two people. It is the feeling that you have clicked with them. Salespeople use this technique. Therapists and leaders use it too. And now you can learn to use it. For example, a young woman had a job interview. It was in a foreign country. Her English was not perfect, and she was nervous. The interviewer seemed cold and serious. She remembered advice from her coach. The advice was, mirror them. Not just their words, but their entire rhythm. So when the interviewer leaned forward, she did too. When he paused, she also paused. When he used a hand gesture, she used it later. Her tone matched his slow and thoughtful style. In just 5 minutes, the room's atmosphere changed. The interviewer started to relax. The energy between them became warmer. He smiled, and then she smiled back. The wall that separated them disappeared. She was offered the job. It was not because her English was perfect. It was because her connection was perfect. The key to powerful mirroring is simple. It requires subtlety, timing, and authenticity. If you copy someone right away, it feels fake. It seems robotic and manipulative. But if you wait 5 to 10 seconds, it feels natural. First, you must observe the other person. Do not act immediately. Notice their posture and their expressions. Pay attention to their gestures, tone, and energy. Become a mirror in your mind before you act. Be completely present in the moment. Match their posture, but do it slowly. If they cross their legs, you can cross yours later. If they lean forward, you can do the same. This slowly builds a feeling of comfort. Synchronize your voice with theirs. Match their volume, tone, and pace. If they speak softly, soften your voice too. If they speak fast, increase your tempo slightly. If they speak slowly, breathe and remain calm. This is verbal mirroring, and it is very powerful. You should also reflect their emotions. If someone is sad and you stay cheerful, you break the bond. Mirror their emotional energy instead. If they are excited, smile back at them. If they are serious, show them your respect. If they are frustrated, lower your tone. This makes people feel emotionally safe with you. An advanced skill is to break and lead. After building a connection, you can try to lead. Change your posture slightly. See if they follow your lead. If they do, it means they trust you. You have moved from mirroring to influencing. In interviews, mirroring builds rapport quickly. In friendships, it builds stronger bonds. Your body can help you feel closer to others. In romantic situations, mirroring increases tension. It builds a strong emotional connection. It creates an unspoken bond. In public speaking, mirror your audience first. Then, you can lead them to a higher energy level. This is how great speakers build their momentum. Tip 6. Master the pause. Do not rush. Own the moment. Confident people know how to pause. Nervous people tend to rush. That one idea can change your life. Let me explain exactly why. The pause is a powerful signal in communication. It signals strength, control, and trust. But most people try to fill every second. This is especially true when they are nervous. They use filler words like, or. They do not realize what this does. Every time you rush, you lose your power. You send a silent message of insecurity. It says, I do not feel safe with silence. I need to constantly prove myself. I am not in control of this situation. But a person who pauses looks calm. Even a pause of 2 seconds makes a difference. They seem centered and in control of the room. When you pause, your words have more impact. Your listener gets time to process your message. You appear more thoughtful and mature. You project authority and confidence. You take control of the conversation's rhythm. Harvard Business Review found something interesting. Leaders who speak slowly and pause more are more persuasive. They are also rated as more trustworthy. Great actors and world leaders all use pauses. They use them like artists. Imagine a speaker on a stage with 2,000 people. Everyone expected him to talk fast and be energetic. But he did something completely different. He walked to the center and looked at the audience. He took a deep breath and said nothing. He was silent for 10 full seconds. There were no words, just a powerful presence. The entire room became silent. People leaned forward in their seats. Why did this happen? In a world that is always talking, silence is magnetic. A person who can hold silence is captivating. When he finally spoke, his words were 10 times stronger. Tip 7. Lower your voice, raise your power. People think body language is only about movement. They think about how you walk or place your hands. But one powerful tool is often forgotten. Your voice is a form of body language. The way you use your voice sends strong signals. Your tone, pace, and volume all matter. When it comes to power, a lower voice signals strength, not a loud voice or a fast voice. A grounded, deep, and controlled voice. This is the kind of voice that makes people listen. Let's understand why this is so important. When people feel nervous, their voice often changes. It becomes higher and faster. It can sound shaky or uncertain. It fills up with sounds like, or, Statements can sound like questions. Even if the words are strong, the voice is weak. It says, I am scared. I am unsure. I do not believe in myself. This kind of voice destroys your authority. It invites people to interrupt you. It reduces the amount of trust you receive. Now compare that with a calm, deep, slow voice. This voice says, I am in control. You can trust me. I mean every word that I say. This is the voice of a true leader. There was a young team member in a company. He was brilliant, but people often overlooked him. In meetings, he spoke fast and with a high voice. One day, his coach gave him a single challenge. In the next meeting, speak 50% slower and drop your voice by 1 level. So, he decided to try it. When it was his turn, he paused first. He looked at the team and said something simple. He said, "I believe this strategy will work, and here is why." He did not speak loudly or for a long time, but everyone in the room looked up. They leaned in and they finally listened. That day, his voice completely changed. And his role in the company changed too. He was no longer the nervous kid in the corner. He became a real leader. Psychology studies show that lower voices are perceived better. People with lower voices are seen as more trustworthy. They are also seen as more competent and intelligent. During U.S. presidential elections, lower voices often win. This is because deep voices signal stability and control. You do not need to be born with a deep voice. You just need to train it to find its natural power. A voice that is too high signals fear or immaturity. A voice that is too fast seems nervous. A voice that is too loud seems desperate. A voice that is too quiet lacks belief. A voice that is too monotone seems bored. These things can kill your message. Your words may be brilliant, but the delivery matters. People listen to how you say something. Breathe from your diaphragm, not your chest. Breathing from your chest creates a high voice. To sound strong, you must breathe from your belly. Here is how you can do it. Put one hand on your chest and one on your belly. When you take a deep breath, your belly should rise. Your chest should stay relatively still. Speak as you exhale slowly from your belly. This grounds your voice in your body. Speak 30% slower than you normally would. When you are nervous, you will want to rush, but great speakers always slow down. Slower speech shows control and clarity. Use pauses between your phrases. Let your words have space to breathe. Use downward inflection at the end of sentences. Do not end statements with a rising tone. End your statements with a downward tone instead. It tells people, "This is a fact. I believe this." Practice saying, "This is important. I believe in this. That is my decision." Each time, drop the tone at the very end. Record your voice and listen to it. Most people do not know how they sound. Record yourself speaking in your natural voice. Then record yourself again with a slower, deeper tone. Compare the two recordings and adjust. Use silence between your sentences. Let your words have an impact. After a sentence, pause and breathe. Then continue speaking. This rhythm is how great leaders communicate. A strong voice does not need to shout. It does not try to dominate the room. It simply says, "I trust myself, so you can trust me too." In a world full of noise, a calm voice is powerful. A voice that is slow and deep becomes unforgettable. Tip 8. The Walk of Confidence. Move like you belong everywhere. People notice you long before they hear you speak. How you walk into a room is very important. It determines how people treat you. You could be the smartest person in the world. You might be the kindest or most talented. But if you walk like you are invisible, you will be ignored. That is why confident body language starts with movement. It starts with the way you walk and enter a room. That is your very first speech. Let us master it together. Most people are unaware of how they walk. But an insecure walk has clear signs. The head is down and the shoulders are slouched. The steps are fast and unsteady. The arms are stiff or held close to the body. The posture is hunched over. This walk sends a clear message. It says, "I am nervous. I am not worth noticing. Please do not look at me." And the world listens to that message. People will not take you seriously. They will look past you. This is not because of who you are. It is because of how you carry yourself. Now, let's imagine a different walk. The head is held high, with the chin level. The shoulders are relaxed and pulled back. The arms swing naturally with each step. The chest is open and the steps are calm. The eyes are looking forward, not hiding. This walk says, I am grounded. I know my worth. I do not need to seek attention. I belong in every room that I enter. This is not arrogance or an act. It is self-respect in motion. For example, a young man joined a new company. He was brilliant, but always felt ignored. People spoke over him in meetings. His walk was small, quick, and tense. His mentor gave him a simple challenge. For the next 7 days, only change your walk. So he slowed down his pace. He lifted his head and opened his chest. He walked into rooms with calm energy. In just 1 week, people started to notice him. His boss asked him to lead a presentation. His colleagues started to greet him first. Nothing had changed except for his presence. And it all began with how he walked. First, you must reset your posture. Stand in front of a mirror. Gently pull your shoulders back. Imagine a string pulling your head up. Breathe deeply and feel this position. This is your new home base. Second, set a calm pace for your walk. Do not rush, but do not drag your feet. Walk with a sense of rhythm and strength. You are not in a race, you are in command. Third, let your arms swing naturally. Your arms should move gently with your steps. Do not stiffen them or swing them too much. Keep your fingers relaxed. This makes your walk look alive and natural. Fourth, keep your eyes looking forward. Do not look down at the ground. Do not stare at your phone while walking. Look straight ahead with a calm gaze. When you look like you have a destination, people trust you. Fifth, enter every room with intention. It could be your office, a cafe, or a classroom. Before you enter, pause and breathe. Lift your posture and then step inside. This single habit can change your entire life. You do not have to speak loudly. You do not have to be famous. You do not need to wear expensive clothes. But if you walk with self-respect, the world will notice. If you carry yourself like you belong, people believe it. So from now on, let your walk be a message. I am here. I matter. And I will not shrink. Tip 9. Personal space. The invisible language of power and respect. People often talk about eye contact and posture. They discuss smiles and tone of voice, but very few understand a powerful concept. That concept is personal space. The space between you and others is not empty. It is full of meaning and emotion. It is filled with silent signals. If you do not respect this invisible boundary, you cause problems. You can make people feel uncomfortable or disrespected. This can happen without you even meaning to. But if you master personal space, you become powerful. You are seen as respectful, safe, and magnetic. Let's go deeper into how this works. From birth, we develop a sense of space around us. This is often called our personal bubble. When someone gets too close, we feel invaded. When someone is too far, we feel rejected. When someone stands at the right distance, we feel safe. This space is deeply psychological. It is also cultural and emotional. In countries like the US or UK, people prefer more space. In places like Brazil or Italy, people stand closer. But everywhere, invading space makes people uneasy. The person who controls their space with intention owns the room. Let's look at the 4 zones of personal space. First is the intimate zone, from 0 to 18 inches. This is for romantic partners or close family. Entering this space without permission creates tension. Second is the personal zone, from 5 to 4 feet. This is for friendly conversations and social events. Standing too close here can feel invasive. Third is the social zone, from 4 to 12 feet. This is for professional settings or presentations. This space shows respect and clarity. Fourth is the public zone, over 12 feet. This is for public speaking or large meetings. There was a team leader who was very effective. He never spoke loudly or interrupted people. But when he entered a room, everyone noticed. Why? Because he respected personal space. He never stood too close to anyone. He never hovered over people at their desks. He gave people room to breathe. In return, they gave him their full attention. He moved with intention and sat with presence. People called him calm, professional, and powerful. He did not speak more than others. He just understood space much better. Here is how to use space like a confident person. First, read the room before you move. How close are other people standing? Are they leaning in or leaning back? Adapt to their comfort level first. Then, lead with your calm presence. Give people space to gain their respect. In conversations, do not rush forward. Let people enter your space slowly. By allowing space, you show confidence. You are saying, I do not need to force a connection. That is a form of silent power. Take up space, but do it gently. When you are sitting, do not shrink. Keep your back straight and feet on the floor. Rest your arms gently on the armrests. You are not invading space, you are claiming it. Practice power positioning in meetings. Sit where you can be easily seen. Do not hide in the corners of the room. Place yourself with intentional calm. You do not need to touch people to connect. You just need to respect their invisible boundaries. And you must hold your own space with strength. When you are not afraid to claim your space, you send a message. The message is, I do not chase approval. I carry presence. That is the language of true leaders. Tip 10. Do not fake body language. Become it. We have discussed posture, eye contact, and hands. We have talked about voice, walking, and mirroring. But here is the most important lesson. If you are faking it, people will feel it. You can try to copy every single gesture. You can practice every trick in the book. But if you feel insecure deep down, it will show. If you think, I hope they like me, it will show. Your body will still leak that insecurity. Real body language does not come from copying. It comes from something much deeper. It comes from a true belief in yourself. Fake body language is often exaggerated. It can feel robotic and disconnected. It feels like a performance, not a presence. Real body language grows from the inside. It is connected to what you actually feel. It is calm, relaxed, and controlled. It is expressed with clarity and purpose. It feels natural, powerful, and trustworthy. You do not need to pretend. You need to become. This means you must build confidence, not fake it. You must breathe into calmness. You must remember your own worth. A girl had been to many workshops. She read every blog and practiced her walk. She practiced her smile and her voice. But something still felt completely wrong. People still did not listen to her. One day, a coach gave her some advice. He said, stop trying to act confident. Start living like someone who believes they matter. So she stopped practicing in the mirror. Instead, she focused on her health. She spoke her truth, even when it was scary. She stopped chasing approval from others. One day, her friend told her she had changed. Her friend said, your energy feels real now. She had not memorized any new tricks. She had simply started to believe in herself. And her body naturally followed her belief. Here is how to train your inner body language. First, face your fears slowly and repeatedly. Confidence is built by doing scary things. Speak up when you want to hide. Walk tall when you feel small. Each time you do this, your body learns. It learns that you are safe and capable. Second, change the voice inside your head. Do not say, "I hope they like me." Instead, say, "I have something to give." Do not say, "I am not ready." Say, "I am growing. I am learning." What you say to yourself becomes your posture. It becomes your eyes and your energy. Third, create small, consistent wins. Confidence is not built in a single speech. It is built by saying no with respect. It is built by standing tall in a small moment, or meeting someone's eyes for 3 seconds. These tiny wins add up over time. Your body language becomes who you are. Be kind, but also be firm with yourself. Confidence is not the same as arrogance. It is about knowing your worth quietly. Let your body say, "I do not need to prove anything. I just need to be." You do not need to memorize 100 tricks. You just need to connect with yourself. Use your body as a tool of honest presence. When your body and mind are aligned, people listen. When your movements match your heart, trust is built. When your stillness is louder than your words, you are powerful. Remember, you speak before you ever speak. Your body tells the world who you are. So carry yourself like someone worth listening to, because you absolutely are. If this video was helpful, imagine your future. Imagine it with more content like this. Subscribe now to this channel and subscribe to a stronger, more confident you. If this video helped you, please share it. Let it be a reminder for someone else. You do not have to shout to be powerful. You do not have to fake it to be confident. You just have to be present, calm, and real. That is what the best body language is made of. This was your lesson in silent power. Now go and become unforgettable.